Welcome to Cooking with Fire. What do you have a taste for? What do you have a taste for? What do you have a taste for? Cooking with fire, what's your desire? Let me make you some good to eat. It be so good you'll fall asleep. Now you're cooking with fire. Hey, y'all. Y'all know what time it is? Welcome to Cooking with Fire. Okay, for this episode, I will be doing a peach cobbler, okay? And so I have 2 pans because I usually have to make 2. Maybe not, but usually when I mix it all together. So they're already ready and they are greased with some coconut oil, okay? So they're sitting on the side. Over here, I did not make my own homemade dough, but trust me, I know how. It's not that I don't know how. Okay? So, but this is not homemade crust right here, dough. So what I am using is, okay, so this is Pillsbury. 2 comes in it. So I have 1, 2, 3 boxes, okay, which gives me 6 rolls. So what we're gonna start with is my seasonings here for the peaches. You're gonna want some nutmeg, okay? You're gonna want some vanilla. This is imitation, but if you could get real vanilla, bam, do that, okay? And you're gonna want some cinnamon, okay? So it doesn't take many ingredients to put this together. And then you're gonna want your sugars. And so that's something that I will show you in a minute. Right now we're gonna have my peaches. So this, I've never used this particular type of peach before, okay? But I'm gonna tell you, it is good, okay? So this is a Freestone, okay? Freestone slices. And so I have 2 small cans of those, which does equal to a big can. So basically you're looking at 3 cans. And so then you have some regular just peaches, no name brand, no nothing, just peaches. It'd be nice if I had my own fresh peaches. That would be awesome too. But what I'm going to do different this time is I'm going to add some mandarin oranges to it. Oh yeah, we're going to add some mandarin oranges. And at the same time, we're going to add some orange juice. Okay, orange juice to help make it pop. Okay, so what we want to start with, for starters, is we want to dump and get all of our peaches, everything we want to use, everything, juice and all, definitely, okay? And as you see, it makes up a lot. That's why I have the 2 pans out. You don't think all of this will make up a lot. And look just how perfect this last. That's all this pan would have held anyway. If I would have had another one, I'm not even going to need, this is 2 cups of orange juice. But I will probably just need, you see how that just turns that a little bit thicker? I'm going to use the whole 2 cups. It just tastes really, really, really good. And so when it comes to my vanilla, now one of the 2 things I don't have out right now, I will go and get, and that is my vanilla. And this is 1/4 teaspoon. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use 3 of these. Okay, we're just going to use it. I am overspilling a little bit and it's okay. I want to say 3 of these. If you want a measurement on point, I would say a 1/2 teaspoon. Okay, 1/2 teaspoon. Okay, and cinnamon, you know what, we're gonna cover the top. This is what we're gonna do. You're gonna see me, it's not measured, but if you put a thin layer of your cinnamon all over the top, because your cinnamon is what's really gonna bring out your flavor. Okay, all right, and that could probably be 2 tablespoons, 2.5 tablespoons, okay? But it is going to be to your taste at the same time. Some people don't like a lot of cinnamon, and some people cook and do like a lot of cinnamon. And we're going to do the same thing for nutmeg. So when I was working at Honey Baked Ham, the portion of the nutmeg versus cinnamon was way more of nutmeg than it was cinnamon, which I was like, oh, I thought it was cinnamon that really gave it that particular flavor. But no, it wasn't. But regardless, we're gonna still go now the opposite. It's a different color. So you can see the nutmeg, we're gonna put it on top. These two ingredients you can be very generous with, you know. And so we're gonna do the nutmeg. I would say probably about, again, maybe 3 tablespoons of your nutmeg, okay? So we have all of those ingredients in right there. And what I wanna do is get butter, which is gonna be 2 cubes, you know, of butter in here. And then we're going to put 2 cups of sugar, regular sugar in there at the same time, okay? Let me go get those. All right, I'm back. We have our butter and our sugar to add to it, okay? So we got 1 whole thing of butter there. I guess I could have chopped it up in small little sizes, but I like to let it all just on its own just melt itself down. And then we're gonna add, and this is 2 cups of sugar already measured. I just love my red. And so we're gonna add that right on top, okay? Bam, all right. So now we're gonna put a lid on her. And we're gonna let that, well, let me stir her up at least. Let's give it a good stir at least. That already looks nice. Okay, so what happened with these, this is gonna just boil down. They'll boil down, the peaches will get smaller, the butter will be 100% all the way melted, and then that will be ready. Okay, and so when that cooks, give that right there about a good, that's gonna take me probably a good 1.5 to 2 hours to cook down. We'll see. And so I have my stove right now. It is on, we'll say, kind of high. So you see 6, 7. It's like we're going 7, I would say, not 8 or 9 at the top. But I'll watch it. If it starts really boiling too fast, then we're just gonna turn it back down to basically a little 5. You know, so it kind of has to get started and then calm down. All right, go back. All right, now what we're gonna do, it is time. We have my pans is all, like I said earlier, it's already greased all up. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna layer, and I've already started these. When you do get these, they are going to be a little hard to get started. So you do wanna keep that in mind. So my first one will be here. And so what we're gonna do is there's always a layover, right? And we're gonna make sure this is straight in the middle. You can kind of pull it a little bit, but you don't want to pull it too much because it's already thin. One time I did try to double this, right? And it didn't work out. What happened is this crust winded up taking all my juice, and I was like, oh, but I like the crust. And so what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna get a knife. And you see how this little lip is right there? We're gonna, that's what I'm gonna do. I keep saying we. For anybody that might be watching. So we just gonna take that little extra, just fell down. Okay, so what are we gonna do with this little extra? We're gonna take it and we're gonna build these sides. Okay, we're going to use that little extra and we're going to extend. I had learned in the past trying to stretch to make it fit. It don't work. So that's what we do with the little extra. At least that's what I do, I mean. So I don't want to cut the middle. We're going to take that. Go ahead and put that down. And then we take this fourth one. Also combined it. I tore the crust a little bit. We close that back up. So don't be afraid to work with it with your fingers. Get it shaped the way you want. And so there we go. So I have some strong corners right now, right? So the next thing we want to do So the next thing we want to do is just kind of let it breathe. Be able to let it breathe, you know. So when the heat come up, excuse me. So we're just gonna fork it. Oops, that didn't fuse together very good. Let me do that a little bit. Help that fuse. All right. So next time I fork it, there we go. It won't just like come all the way up. All right, so we got that one done. So now we're gonna go to, and we're gonna cover the other pan. Uh-oh, I have a hole in the middle. So we're gonna fix that. Okay, same thing. We're gonna put them in. Let's get that worked on right now. Should have been an extra piece of that somewhere. I guess it wasn't. There we go. Straighten this out, because this little edge here. All right, so same thing. Okay, bam. Same thing. Take her down the middle, or you can fold it in half to find the middle. And then we're gonna add that to the side, fuse it together, tap it, tap it down. Go ahead and bring that up a little. You know, this is so wide, if you wanted to even cut that even more, you know what I'm saying, to give your edges just a stronger build, you could. But we're just doing it. I'm just gonna do this right now and fuse it to the corners. Just basically extending the crust, because these are large pans. If you have a shorter pan, you won't have to do this. But these are large pans. And so instead of trying to stretch the dough to make it reach, we're just gonna add some more dough to it. And again, we're going to give it some, we're gonna fork it. Say that if somebody get mad at you instead of the other word, maybe. Wonder if that will work. It probably make you not be less mad. The other person be like who was that? Richard Pryor, one of them who gave the wrong finger in that one movie. Like, that's the wrong finger. Trying to give somebody a finger. So what if you just said, oh, I'll just fork you. Okay, maybe not. No corny, whatever. It doesn't matter. All right, so we have both of them ready to go, and what we're gonna do right now with these is we're going to put them in the oven and let them get nice and brown. Again, the oven is on, I believe it's 350, okay? So this is the middle rack that these are going on. And these are going to basically, I wanna say maybe 15 minutes or till they're nice, crisp, and golden brown. Okay, and 15 minutes might be too long. So it's like 8 to 10 minutes probably, because they're thin crust. So you don't want to really, because I think 15 minutes would probably burn them. So we won't do that. So we're going to give those about no more than about 8 to 10 minutes. Kind of check on them until they're nice and crispy. And at that time, oh my stars, these will be ready. Okay, they have been boiling and boiling, and everything is really good. See, that one is really, this is how I'm trying to really get them. See, the smaller peaches have already started limping up. So when these larger ones start, relaxing a little bit more, that's about when you really know they're done. And so it just depends on the pot, your temperature, your stove, but I still say it's about 2.5 hours total time, basically, with that amount of cans. So we're gonna give this about 8 to 10 minutes. Check on the crust. By then, hopefully that will be already all limped and ready to add, okay? All right, now it's time to take the crust out of the oven, okay? So, actually it took a little longer than 10 minutes, okay? side fell apart. These are a little thinner than I thought. So, and they're a little tiny bit longer than I anticipated, but okay, they didn't burn. So, that's how you want them to kind of look, and totally no darker than that, okay? And so you could, like I said, when I checked them at 10 minutes, they were still very light colored, so I left them back in a few more minutes. But I wish I would have taken them out probably about 3 minutes earlier than what I had did, because that's not exactly the color I was really anticipating. But anyway, what's going on right now is our peaches are ready, okay? And so, wow, look at that. So they're all relaxed. See how they're all relaxed? And that's how you want your peaches to be. Basically all kind of just as relaxed as you can. Okay? So, I'm going to transfer this a little closer over to the pans. Okay? So the next step is, oh snap, gotta be careful, a little space over here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna now take a measuring cup, and of course having a plate under, we're gonna dip in and we're going to layer both of these, okay? We'll start in the middle because that's where the juice, and then peaches, try to distribute the peaches evenly. And we're going to do the same thing for the other one. Oh boy, that's really hot. I probably should let it maybe cool off a little bit, because that's really boiling. But I've already started. So what I want to do now, because there's a lot of juice, so we're going to put that on the side right there. We're going to use this now so we can capture the peaches. And try to get some peaches in some areas where there is none. So they'll be distributed easy. Evenly, not easy. I don't know why I said easy. But doing it like this does make it easy. And I guess that was my thought, you know. To other than using the thing, because you're going to get a lot of juice. So you want to make sure you got some peaches and not all the juice, because there's always going to be a lot of leftover juice. Unlike greens or other food, when you cook down fruit, it gets small and you have all this juice. See that? It's like I never know what to do with the leftover juice, but it's like something could be done with that juice. So any suggestions, put it down there in the comment as you are pushing that subscribe button. We almost got all the peaches out. Stay in there, I see them. Oh, there we go. It'd be so much juice. And take your time. Not in a hurry, right? Nowhere to go, that's for sure. Oh, there it was. I knew I saw a nicer size one in there floating around somewhere. So there was enough to make 2 whole ones. I wasn't really 100% sure that I would get 2 out of that. And I believe I see another peach somewhere, but we can add some more juice. Look at the color change. See all the seasoning down in there as I stir that up. So now I could see where I'm at. So I can add about a cup of more to each one of these and give it a little bit more juice, because now we're going to top it off with that crust.
And so we'll just rise it up a little bit more on both sides. Oh yeah. You can kind of look at the level. You know how the depth of your pan. So we're going to stop right there. So the next thing, what we're going to do right now, I'm going to rewash my hands again, because now I have some strips already. We're going to layer them, and then I show you how to get those strips. I have 2 of them that I did not unroll. So we're going to unroll those 2 so we can have a nice thicker crust, okay? So I'm going to wash my hands. Be right back. Okay, so now we are going to layer. We're going to put our top crust on. And so we have some strips over here, and the middle of your crust is the longest. So some of you already know this, but for some that don't, when you take it out, it's going to look like this, okay? It's going to be just like this. And so you have your sides that are shorter, your longer is in the middle, okay? And so we're going to lay that over there. And so what I have is what I was talking about, is those little sides. So we're going to set those over on the side right there like that. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to start about 1 inch apart. Now every one of these are not the same size. Okay, so understand that. Okay, so we have that, and so now we're going to work this way. Now you don't have to slice these at all. You do not have to slice them. So here we come with the little extras. Actually, I want to use them to kind of cover up. You have 4 of them. You can space them any way you want. And we could do it like that. Okay? There is no real rule to how to do this. We're going to let those sides that are hanging just kind of fold over. And sometimes when people can cut them, there is still some more. So what do I want to do with these? I want to go onto the side. These are going to be some thinner ones. Well, we already did that side, but that's okay. We're going to put that there. I'm just going to work in all the little extra pieces. So again, it's not perfect, but bam. That's how we're going to do that one. Now for this one, we're going to cut, because we used it. I'm hoping there's gonna, oh, you know what I'm gonna do different for this one? I'm gonna cut the sides, I think, for this one. I'm gonna show you 2 ways to do this. So this one is gonna be like this, okay? We're gonna do it whole. That's how we're gonna do this one. I'm gonna take them sides off again. All right, so now, and then we're going to lay this right here. Now, because this one doesn't have any air to breathe, what we do when we do this is you take your fork and you go inside like this. All right, and you could go inside, let it breathe a little.
This is another F.I.Y.A production.
All right, there we go. So they are ready to go in the oven now. So we have 2 ways I'm showing you how you can do your crust. And there's all kind of ways actually you could do and top your crust any kind of a way. But we're going to do these 2 ways right now. And we are going to put them into the oven. Enjoy. And the bottom crust is done, right? The middle is done, right? So the only thing that needs to bake is the crust. And so we're going to give that about 15 minutes. Give that about 15 minutes and it should be ready, okay? And so it is 450 is the temperature right now that I have the oven on. 400, I apologize. I don't know why I said 450. I was thinking of 350, but it's on 400 right now. And so that's what that is. We got it on 400 and we're gonna leave it in there for about 15 minutes and then it should be all ready. Okay, so in case you're wondering what I intend to do with the little extra pieces, okay? There's several different things that you can do with your extra pieces if you want to, all right? I could have overloaded and put them on top, but I've decided that we're gonna put these aside, and what I'm gonna do is we're gonna brush them, okay? Now I didn't grease the bottom of the pan. So before I get too into it, what I'm gonna do is set these on the side first. And I'm gonna grease the bottom of the pan. I already have it down. So, wanna make sure you got your pan nice and greased. Okay, all right. So now, I'm gonna lay it back down. All right. This is the juice wash. I'm curious to see how this is going to turn out, as I am going to do both sides. This has never been done before, folks. Well, not by me, that is. But I just never know what to do with the extra. I never know what to do with the extra peach juice once I get done. I usually overload the crust, and I'm realizing you have too much crust on your cobblers. So we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna put this in the oven. And this is everything. This has the butter, the cinnamon, the nut. You know, this is all the extra drippings. So we're gonna see how this turn out. All right, I think that's enough. Oops, I'm very messy. So now we're gonna put these in the oven and see how they turn out. All right, give us some time to bake and we'll be back. All right, here he comes. Drum roll. Hey, what's up, what's up?
Hello, what do we got here?
Well, what I have here is the leftovers from the crust from the peach cobblers that I am baking.
Just baked crust?
Well, what I did was, you know, there's so much juice that is left over, right? So my idea was, okay, and I had leftover dough. So I'm trying to figure like, okay, what if I brushed it with the, you know, and see if it would be good. You know, let's just see.
Okay. Here's some powdered sugar or something, but really.
Powdered sugar. And you know what else? But you know what else I'm tasting is I could put a brush in again, even now that it's off. I mean, think about it. I'm dipping. Try it. Oh, you done went all in.
Well, essentially the crust on that.
Yeah, but without the peaches, it's just a little chip, something to snack on. But I'm thinking to brush heavier of this and
some
powdered sugar. powdered sugar, it'd be cute. And it's not a lot. It's not a lot of it, so it's not like, you know. Yeah, but that's what's missing. Or another idea. What about some got any other ideas or suggestions that you think that would be good on this? Even if we didn't do this, what could you do with extra dough too?
I mean, you could use it as garnish if you were gonna make some peach cobbler with ice cream. You could probably stick it in top of the mound of ice cream and have it stick out, something like that. I don't know.
How about cinnamon and sugar?
Remember, there's already cinnamon and sugar in
I
it.
know I said if we don't use this. Another thing you could do with the extra dough was probably just cinnamon and sugar.
Yeah.
A little butter wash, cinnamon and sugar, and then probably bake it and then put some powdered sugar on it.
Can see that, yeah.
That'd be good too. Anyway, we're just trying the little snacks in between, waiting on, the beach cobbler. That's,
You're cooking something.
I know you know I was cooking, and normally I don't tell you, but this time, because I had this, I wanted to see if that would have been a good little snack or something to do with the extra dough. I normally take all the extra dough and just put it on the peach cobbler, but I didn't want to overload it because I wanted a juicy peach cobbler. I didn't even put any starch in it this time to kind of give it a room, kind of make it thicker. I didn't do that either. Sometimes I do that, but it winds up being almost like a peach cobbler kind of cookie type of thing. Too much crust.
Too much
He
crust.
is back from up. Hey.
It's too much crust.
Yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying that. So now I don't have to worry. I didn't waste it, so that's a good thing. It didn't get wasted. Wanted to try something different. And as we continue to wait for the bake. Yeah, I'll call you back for that. he said he was smelling something. He knew something was cooking. Hey, guess what? It's time to come out the oven. Ooh, look at this. Oh, my stars. Don't they look good? This is the one that's whole. Here we go. Hey, what you know about that? Hey, what you know about that? Hey, I got the peach cobbler. Hey, don't be a gobbler. Hey, see, I can't call J-Dub to come and taste this right now because it is super duper hot. I can't believe I have no ice cream or any whipped cream for this. Or Cool Whip, I mean, whipped cream, Cool Whip, whatever. Hey, hey. I better be careful. I already burned myself once. Anyway, we're gonna let this cool, okay? Just want you to see it's coming out. It's beautiful. Oh my stars, I cannot wait. So we're gonna let this cool down a little bit. And we're gonna call him to taste it. Okay? All right. Here he comes. You know my famous drum roll. All right.
Hello, people.
Okay, so now the cobblers are ready. They are ready. Let's see. And we're going to taste. There's a little secret that I did different, and these have tangerines in them, okay? The thing is I didn't dish anything up. So, we're working with the crossbow, or do we want to cut into the cobbler that is like, has the full crust all over it? Which one we want to cut into?
It's the same thing. There, you give them the old style 1458 peach pie. We're gonna take this peach cobbler right here.
Okay. All right, then let's do that.
Oh wow.
He can handle and see what just happened over there. while I dish these up, see the bottom still is sticking to the bottom, even though I greased it. I don't like that. Oh, well, it's not the, hey, wait a minute. It's not the way I really want it to be, though. So, that's all right, though. We're going to put some in here. We're going to see how that tastes. We'll put some in there and see how that tastes. Sorry to have my back turned to you, but unless I had like a little, I could put a table in front of me and then stayed here and did it and things like that, but it didn't happen that way. And so anyway, he's over there trying to get the groove and the vibe back going. I have them now dished up for us. Man, I have to remember next time that Cool Whip or ice cream, vanilla bean ice cream would be amazing with this. So let's see how this is even my first time tasting this like this, the way I made this also. Added tangerines to it. So let's just see.
Oh yeah. Ooh. Oh yeah.
Ooh, that's good.
Oh yeah.
I can give you something sweet. Do some freestyling here. Hey. That's good. It's juicy. At least it's not all dried out. That's really good. Sorry. Please welcome. Ooh, yeah. Well, that is really good. That is really, really, really good. Only thing I want to do is really try to figure out how to, like, when I take the bottom, you know, like when you cut into it, how does the bottom just slide up nice and easy so you have your bottom and your top. I ain't gonna get very far. Anyway, thank you. As our amazing peach cobbler, easy way to do it. That's how I do it. So, anyway, thank you again. Don't forget to subscribe. Okay? All right. All right. Thank you again. Hey, another day.
That was good.
Subscribe, click like, subscribe, click that like. Cooking with fire, what's your desire? Let me make you some good to eat. It be so good you'll fall asleep. Now you're cooking with fire, elevating dishes higher. Let me fix you something sweet. I put a wiggle in your feet. Yeah. Ooh. What do you have a taste for? Talk to me now. What do you have a taste for? Yeah. Cooking with fire, elevating dishes higher. Subscribe. Yeah. Hit the like.